Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is me Fatima, business Wali. I am a student of Rehan AI Teachers Training Institute Batch 22. So today I'm going to discuss a very important topic with Sasmi. The topic is how to write better and communicate your ideas clearly. So today we will learn about this topic. So let's start.
Hey Fatima, how's your Monday treating you?
Today we discuss the topic is how to write better and communicate your ideas clearly.
That's a good one. Communication really is everything, isn't it? What specifically are you hoping to dig into about writing and clear communication today?
What are the key habits of effective writers?
From what I've heard, a few habits seem to keep popping up for people who consistently write well. First, reading a lot, not just anything, but really thoughtful writing that seems to build up your intuition. Second, just writing consistently, even when you don't feel inspired. Like, schedule it and treat it like an appointment with yourself. Third, giving yourself time to edit and revise, letting ideas sit before you polish them. Oh, and from what I gather, actually getting feedback from others is huge, but also knowing when to filter it. Not every suggestion is gold. What's resonated with you the most when you've tried to improve your writing?
My next question is this: how can I make my idea clearer when I write?
That's a great follow up. Clarity really comes down to understanding your audience and organizing thoughts logically. First, know who you're writing for. What do they already know? Second, structure your writing like you're building a case. Start with the main point, provide evidence, and connect ideas step by step. Avoid jargon unless you know your audience gets it. Third, simplify your sentences. People don't want to untangle complex grammar to understand what you're saying. What's your biggest challenge when it comes to clear writing?
What is the best way to structure a paragraph for clarity?
I've heard the Teal method works for people: topic, sentence, explanation, example, link back to the main idea. So you open with the core point, explain it a bit, give a concrete example to back it up, and then tie it back to the bigger picture you're making. It keeps things from wandering off track and gives the reader clear signposts of where you're going. Does that framework sound like it might work for how you naturally approach paragraphs?
How do I avoid confusing my readers?
What I understand, the biggest thing is minimizing cognitive load. Keep sentences short and punchy where you can. Big walls of text intimidate people. Define any technical terms right when you use them. No assumptions about prior knowledge. And maybe most importantly, stick to one main idea per paragraph. If you find yourself juggling multiple concepts, break it down. That way the reader isn't trying to track too much at once. What specifically makes you worry about confusing your audience?
Short paragraphs.
Sorry, I didn't catch that clearly. Can you say it again?
Short paragraphs.
Up. You mean using shorter paragraphs? I've definitely heard that's key. Short paragraphs look less daunting and give readers natural breathing room. Makes everything feel less dense. Each paragraph tackles one focused idea, and keeping them tight shows you respect the reader's time. Is there something making you wonder about paragraph length in particular?
Okay, what role does simplicity play in good writing?
Simplicity is huge, honestly. Elegant writing isn't about showing off vocabulary or complexity, it's about making complicated ideas accessible. Simple language cuts through the noise and lets people actually connect with what you're saying. From what I gather, cutting out unnecessary words and using active voice rather than passive voice can make a massive difference. Do you find yourself naturally writing more formally or casually?
Okay, so my next question is this: how can I improve my vocabulary without complicating my writing?
That's a tricky balance, isn't it? The goal is to expand your toolkit without sounding pretentious. From what I understand, the key is learning words in context through reading, not just rote memorization. Also, prioritizing clarity over impressing people with big words is huge. If a simple word does the job perfectly, stick with it. You can build up your vocabulary naturally over time without trying to force it into every sentence. Do you keep a running list of words you come across in your reading?
What are the common mistakes people make in writing?
A few patterns I've noticed through listening to people talk about their struggles, vague or ambiguous language, being too general when specific examples would land better, jargon that alienates readers instead of clarifying, passive voice instead of active voice, making writing sound weak and indirect, overusing adverbs where you could just choose stronger verbs instead, long, tangled sentences that get lost before they finish. What mistakes do you find yourself catching in your own writing most often?
My next question is this: how can I start writing when I don't know what to say?
Oh, that blank page feeling is brutal, isn't it? From what I hear, free writing helps. Just write like nonstop for 5 minutes without editing yourself. Get anything out, even if it's trash. Another thing that works is asking yourself the so what question. Why does this matter to you? Or maybe mind mapping to let ideas branch out organically. Sometimes you just need to start somewhere. Any sentence is better than no sentence. Which approach sounds more appealing to you when you're staring at a blank screen?
What techniques help in organizing thoughts before writing?
I've heard a few good ones. Outlining, whether formal or just quick bullet points, can work wonders. Another approach is mind mapping, where you connect ideas visually. Some people find it helpful to brainstorm a list of all relevant points and then group them into logical sections. Also, talking it out with someone can help you clarify your thinking before putting words on paper. Which method feels most natural to you? Do you think visually, linearly, or verbally?
How do I make my writing more engaging?
A few things come to mind. One is storytelling. Weaving in anecdotes or examples to illustrate your points makes them stick more. Show, don't tell, painting a picture instead of just stating facts. Asking rhetorical questions can pull readers in and make them think. And from what I've picked up, injecting your personality and voice into the writing helps make it more authentic and relatable. Do you ever worry about sounding too dry or academic when you write?
What is the importance of tone in communication?
I think you meant tone, right? Yeah, that's massively important. Tone can make or break your message, even if your ideas are solid. The wrong tone can make you sound aggressive, dismissive, or just plain unapproachable. The challenge is matching your tone to your audience and purpose. What works for one situation might completely bomb in another. How intentional are you about your tone when you write or speak?
What are transition words and why are they important?
Transition words are those little connectors that link your ideas together. Words like however, therefore, in addition, for example, that kind of stuff. They help readers follow your train of thought. It's like giving them road signs instead of making them figure out the connections themselves. Without them, writing can feel choppy and disjointed. Do you find yourself using them naturally, or is it something you have to think about intentionally?
What exercise improve writing skills quickly?
I've heard that short, focused exercises work wonders. Try the 30-minute sprint, set a timer, and just write nonstop about a random topic. Also, rewriting short articles in your own words helps you internalize good sentence structure. A fun challenge is taking complex instructions and rewriting them so a 10-year-old could understand. Or even summarizing long texts, it forces you to identify key points. Which one sounds most doable for you to try this week?
My last question is this: How do professional writers make their ideas stand out?
From what I gather, pros focus on crafting a unique angle, finding a fresh perspective on a familiar topic. They really know their audience and write directly to them using compelling storytelling to illustrate their points instead of just stating ideas. A lot of it comes down to voice, developing a distinctive writing style that's recognizable as their own. Ultimately, they focus on clarity and impact, making sure their writing leaves a lasting impression. What kind of writing really stands out to you personally?
Okay, thank you, Maya. Nice to talk to you.
Nice talking to you too, Fatima. Thanks for the great.
So this is all about the conversation about the topic. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening to me. Allah Hafiz.